So hi guys, so today I'm going to be taking a bit of inspo from this Instagram account called Makeup by HIIII, and it's this picture. So it's like a two-toned eye, but I'm going to do like my own spin on it. I think I'm going to do pinks and blues. She's just sick, she's so good. You should go check her out. It's Makeup with HIIII. So yeah, and I'm going to try and keep in with this palette. It's the Morphe Brushes 35C palette. Just looks like this. Got some nice neutrals, then just like nice pops of colour. It's a really nice palette, and I think it's like £20 or something like that. So yeah, nice and affordable. Right, so I'm going to start with the pink first, and I'm going to take it on this Zoeva 221 brush, and I'm going to take this pink first. And I'm going to really like get my brush loaded up with product. Take a while to build these shadows just because they are inexpensive, so you can't expect the world from them, but they're a really good eyeshadow to start off with. Right, okay, so I'm going to put my pink on this side. Should I have my pink on this side, blue on that side? Pink on this side. Right, so I'm going to start by focusing on my outer corner and really wiggle it in. That pigment. I wasn't ready for that. So I'm really building it up on my outer corner, and then when I'm happy with it on my outer corner, that's when I'm going to build it in through my crease. And then when I'm happy with how like concentrated the shadow is on my eye, I'm gonna blow it out nicely, just because I like when my eyes are nice and blown out. And I'm just literally just gonna run the brush just across the edges, and then as it gets to the outer corner of my eye, I'm just gonna sort of flick it out, just like that. That's all you need. I'm actually very impressed with how pigmented that is. Maybe it's this brush, because I have used this before and sometimes it can be quite chalky, but this brush is 221 Zoeva, and it's blending it out really easily. Lovely. Now I'm going to flip onto this side. This is going to be my blue side. Might turn purple, but I'm hoping it stays blue. And I'm going to take this shade. So I'm taking this on a Zoeva 228 brush. It's a really similar brush, just I don't have another one of them. So I'm just going to use this, just a really similar blended brush, whatever blended brush you've got. And again, start on your outer corner. See that? See that? And just because I do know that blue is a lot harder to blend out, just because it's quite a dense colour, so I'm really going to take my time blending it. So it might turn into a green and a purple one, so whatever the end result is, you would have already read it, so. So yeah, really take your time building the blue, not the green. Just because, like I say, it is more of a dense, like just the way blue is made, it's so much more dense, so sometimes it can come across as more chalky. And blend just to get it nice and seamless. So I feel like this is one of them looks, until you start adding like depth to the eye, it just looks weird. So I think you've just gotta take your time with it and really be patient. So I'm looking at this now and I'm like, wow, definitely not uploading this, but hopefully I can get it to a nice level for you guys. I'm so impressed with these eyeshadows, but I don't know if it's the brushes, so it does say it's all about the brushes. I'm gonna take this deeper pink shade. It's a bit more purple now, but it's just gonna help us add the depth to the eye, which is what it needs. And I'm just gonna take this on a MAC 221 brush. And again, I'm gonna start on my outer corner, really build it up there. And I'm basically following the same shape that I created with that lighter pink, but just not taking it out as far. That's just going to help us create a nice gradual blend. And please excuse how dry my eyes are at the minute. This weather's just absolutely killing off my skin, so just bear with me. I will have flaky skin soon, hopefully. And what I love about these brushes is I find that when you put them in the crease, it really sort of gives you an idea of where, because I do like to cut my crease, it gives you an idea of where I'm going to cut it. If you can see, it sort of gives that sort of line, and it just makes it so much easier when you go to cut the crease. So that's what I love about these brushes, because they're so precise and they really just get in there. And again, I'm just making sure it's really nice and a rich colour on my outer corner. And then I'm going to take that same brush that I used before, just with the lighter pink, and then that same lighter pink, and I'm just going to quite enjoying this. So then I'm going to take another MAC 221 brush and this deeper blue shade in the Morphe palette. So I'm a bit scared to do this next bit, so I'm just going to take my time, but that's all you need to do, just take your time. So I'm going to start by focusing on my outer corner. Okay. And I find that when you're building on your outer corner, if you just wiggle your brush, it helps so much. Really does help you create that nice, rich colour. So then I'm just going to take it just through my crease. And I'm making sure I've not got too much product on my brush. I'll probably put most of my product on my outer corner, but then whatever I've got left, just take it through the crease. Right. And then taking that larger brush that I used for the lighter blue and the lighter blue, I'm just going to blend it over the edges once more. Right, okay, so then I'm going to go back onto my pink side and I'm going to take that same MAC 221 brush and I'm going to take this shade now. So again, I'm always starting on the outer corner. Wiggle your brush, deposit your product, get it nice and rich. So each time I'm making sure that I'm building it up on my outer corner, and then with whatever I've got left on my brush, that's when I'm going to bring it through the crease. Just that way it doesn't go too crazy too quick, and you've got a bit more control of it then. So having minimal product on your brush is really going to help you. I'm just going to go around the edges. Right, so just because in this palette there's not like really a deeper blue, so I'm going to have to go onto this one. This is an Illamasqua shadow, it's in the shade Saddest. Oh, okay, so apparently that didn't want to make much difference. Right, so now I'm going to add nice depth, and I'm going to take this black shadow from the Melt Cosmetics stack. This is in the shade Dark Matter, and this is just my favourite black ever. And I'm going to take it on this ZOEVA 230 brush, and I'm really going to take my time in building this black shadow. And I'm sort of packing it on before I even think about blending it, and getting it really close to my lash line first. Right, and then to blend out that black, I'm just going to take that 221 brush and the previous purple shade that we used. They're like the deep pink purple shade. And I'm just going to go over the edges. I'm just using a real light pressure to do this, just because I don't really want to affect any of the previous blending we've done. Quite like the idea of having black on both sides, just because I find it will be what sort of brings the two together, what makes it a bit similar, and it just grounds the look. I think when you're using colour, I think a bit like a colour like this, like neon colours, I think a nice way to sort of make it a bit more wearable is by adding black, just because it does make it look a little less crazy, like just grounds it, brings it all together. So then I'm going to take the blue brush, I'm going to call it the blue brush, and that same Illamasqua Saddest shade, and I'm just going to do exactly what I did with the purple shade and the black, but just on this side. So now at times for the fun, not as much blending now, but we're going to add a bit of glitter. This is the Lit Cosmetics glitter in the shade Margarita. It's in the size 4. Size 4 is nice because it's nice and chunky on the eye, so it really picks up when you like move your head. It's nice and good lighting, and it also pulls like pinks and blues. Right, so then what I want to do is I just want to cut like halfway across my lid, and I'm going to use Tom Ford Eye Base in the shade Sphinx for this. So pretty. Then I'm going to take a MAC 242 brush, any flat brush that you've got, and I like to get it on both sides of my brush. And then just before I do add the glitter, I'm just going to set it, and I'm going to set it with this pigment. This is Reflex Teal by MAC, and this pulls like blues, so I'm going to put it on this side just to sort of bring them into each other, and then on this side I'm going to do one that pulls pinks. And just feel, make sure you press it in, just so then it's really going to set that base. Find that when you've got a nice set base, when you're using glitter, it just goes on so much easier. And then I'm going to take this Dose of Colours, it's an Ideal Duo, and I'm just going to use the top of it. It's like a sticky base, but when you add in pigments, they go on so nice, if I can open it. And it's just like a pale pinky colour, like a cool toned pale pinky colour. I'm doing the exact same as what I did on this side, but just cutting the lid on this side with a different colour. Right, then I'm going to take MAC Reflex Pink, and this is basically the exact same formula as that previous glitter that I've just used. It's just in a different colour and a different packaging. And this just pulls more pinks, so I'm going to put it on this blue eye, just to correspond everything. Very controversial. Ooh. See that, you see that? So now I'm going to add the proper glitter, like the chunky stuff. So the glitter glue that I'm going to be using today is the Lit Cosmetics glitter glue. Just dunk it in and like wipe off the excess. Like, you really don't need loads of it. You just kind of want it to be a bit tacky. All I can suggest is when you're putting your glitter on, keep your eyes closed for longer than you think you need to. Right, so just while this is drying, I'm going to add a little bit of liner just along my lash line and add my lashes, and I'll be straight back. So I just did a lot off camera. Put my lashes on. I used Tatti Lashes TL2. I've not used these before. Joking. I just did my base off camera, but I am doing a foundation routine pretty soon, so you'll see that. I just don't want to bore you all, but I'm just going to highlight on camera for you because I'll always be highlighting on camera. Don't think I ever won't. And I'm going to start off my highlight with this iconic London strobing stick. And this is like the original shade of the iconic. Basically, because I've powdered all my face down, I still want a bit of grip to the highlighter, so I'm just going to take it on my finger. I'm just going to put it wherever I want to put the highlight. It'll just make the highlight pop a lot more. And just make sure when you are applying it with your finger, you're blending around the edges. Just so then there's no lines. We don't want no lines. Sun-kissed, bronzed, peach babe. Right, okay, so now we're going to go on to like actually making the highlight pop. And I'm going to use them same Reflex glitters that we used on the face. Right, so then the brush that I'm going to use to apply my highlight is the My Kitco 1.7 brush, and this is just like one of my favourite highlighting brushes. And I'm just going to dampen it a bit with the Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. Just get that highlight popping a bit more. And I like to just pat it just on the back of my arm, just so then it's not too wet, because we don't want to be moving like our foundation about. And then I'm just going to put it straight in the box. Oh, there she is. Oh, yes. Oh, mate. Right, okay, I think I've gone a bit over the top there. And then on the other side, let's get the other side popping. Can't leave it hanging. Then the other side, Reflex Pink. Guys, if you like to use glitters, but you don't necessarily like to use like chunky glitters, these are such nice glitters to use because they can be used for so many different things. And they're not like a nightmare to work with. They're basically like pigments, just with a bit more like colour shifting to them. Oh, Jade. Ah, oh. Right, okay, I got a bit over the top there. Chill, Nick, chill, chill. Can't cope with this. Okay, so yes, we're ready. Well, let's do a lip. So on my lip, I don't want it to be like too crazy. I think I'm just gonna go for Kylie Cosmetics Malibu, this colour, one of the matte liquid lipsticks. And I find that it's a bit of like a cool toned nude. I just don't want anything too warm, just because I don't want to distract it from the eyes. I think it needs to be a bit more laid back because nothing else is on our face right now. And then I'm just going to take the liquid lip just to fill it in. And then I think that's everything. I think that's done. Don't think we really need to add anything else. So I think that's it, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. I wanted to do something a bit different. I'm feeling really inspired. I'm just really ready for 2017, really ready to make moves, really ready to keep it up with my YouTube. I'm so sorry that I've like been slacking. New Year and Christmas was just like crazy busy. It was just not a good time. But yeah, I hope you guys understand, and thanks so much for watching again. So yeah, if you don't already follow me on all my Snapchat and my Instagram, I put it all on the screen. Make sure you subscribe down below, and that's all for now, I think, guys. Remember Mitchell, do not forget it.
I got my cousin, he with me and got Lizzie on the right. And I'm a Detroit baby and I don't know nothing else besides drinking and